come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll just get rid of it. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken the lead. extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Throwing Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Steps him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Jones throw there complete to Myers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. He gets this to Thornton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out.
And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point safely through. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A give. This is Chubb. Stiff-armed him. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. He'll get this one up. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks, and of course you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Pushes him over. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Even for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks set a team record, and we're 3rd in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson down to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Watson looks to throw again. Drops it off for Chubb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Right side, Thornton with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And they run with Harris off the option. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They run again with Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson to throw. Into the hands of Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. Finding Hunt. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Completes to Njoku. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send down to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
To throw, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have